everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about fine motor skills and why is it so important in a child's overall development. In many of my videos, you might have heard about fine motor skills. So today, I am going to talk about it and clarify what it is and why is it so important and how we can help our child to develop this skill. My name is Anita Shastri. I make educational videos, and if you would like to learn more about your child's development, please subscribe, like, comment, and also share my videos with your family and friends so they can also make use of it. So let's start. First of all, what is fine motor skills? In early years foundation stage, we have 7 areas of development, and one of the areas is physical development. Under physical development, it's branched into 2. One is fine motor skills and the other one is gross motor skills. So what is gross motor skills? So gross motor skills are the ones where your child is using their whole body, concentrating on the core. For example, they are walking, running, jogging, jumping, climbing on a climbing apparatus, playing in the playground, swing, slide. All these activities which involves their overall body, that's big muscles. So like bike, they are going to ride on a bike or using a scooter. All these activities require their overall muscles, like big muscles. That's gross motor skills. So if you say, for example, we are going to build a building. So the building needs a foundation and then we can build the building to be strong. So gross motor skills is like a foundation. So the foundation has to be strong if we want to build a building. So that means the gross motor skills has to be strong and well developed in a child. So to build up or to develop the fine motor skills. So fine motor skills are not just only writing. So we are going to prepare the children for writing. Fine motor skills are the ones which they are going to use their hands, like small muscles, like all these little muscles. So these are called fine motor skills. And why is it so important? Say, for example, if they have to write, they have to use their finger muscles, isn't it? So we have to strengthen the finger muscles first. So for that, we have so many activities. Say, for example, when a child is a little baby, so they start grabbing onto things and holding onto things, and they hold it with all their strength. So that is a developed fine motor skills. And each child develops in a different stage, maybe different groups. So we can't say like, okay, 3-month-old child will be able to hold fingers. Yes, it might be. So there are goals in early years foundation stage where we say like, okay, this age group child should be doing this activities. But it doesn't matter. If a child is not developed, we can always develop it. So make sure that your child is moving a lot and using all their big muscles. So they are strengthening their big muscles so they can work on their fine motor skills. So for example, the fine motor skills will be grabbing something or holding on to something with strength. And say, for example, they're going to hold a cup and drink and using the cutlery. So these are all the development of their fingers. So small motor skills, that's fine motor skills. So let's see how we can help our child to develop these activities, these fine motor skills. So there are few activities which you can do it at home. So also concentrate on building up their big muscles. So also concentrate on the gross motor skills development along with the fine motor skills development. So for that, you can use any type of flour and then mix it up with water and give it to a child so they can knead it, or they can tear it apart so they can make a ball. So in this activity, they are using their fine motor skills and they're developing these skills. So you can also give them pasta which has a hole and give them some yarn or the thicker one, wool, and then they can bead into the pasta, beading. So you use bigger beads so they can bead it. And especially when you're using beads or any buttons with the very young children, please make sure that you are staying with them when they are doing these activities, because they tend to put everything in their mouth and you don't want any of the dangerous things to get into their mouth. So try to avoid little tiny things for the little babies. Maybe for the toddlers, it might be good to use the bigger beads. And pastas are okay with the little ones as well. But try to stay with them when they are doing these activities. And also, you can give them straws and baby scissors or little children's scissors so they can cut it. So this helps for their learning to cut, their cutting skills. So this is also one of the fine motor skills activity where they will be cutting later on in their schools when they go. And you can also give them some water and along with that some spoons or cups. So they are pouring into from one container to another container. So they are using their hand-eye coordination along with developing their fine motor skills. And these are all the little activities which you can do at home with paying nothing. And then you can also use some cotton balls if you have, or pom-poms, and use some cloth pegs so the children can pick up the cotton balls or pom-poms and transfer it to another container. So this is one good activity. So if a child is very little, then they can just grab the pom-poms or the cotton balls and put it into another container, which is also very good for the children. So when we say fine motor skills are developed, that means the child will be able to use the scissors for cutting and use the paintbrush to paint and even copy it or writing. And then also the child will be able to use the scissors for cutting skills. So these are all the activities, and then this is how we can say like, okay, a child has developed their fine motor skills. So by developing this skill, you are helping a child to later on write using a pen or a pencil, using a tripod grip. This is very important. When a child starts writing, they have to hold the pencil in their 3 fingers. So that means the fingers should be strong enough. It should be strengthened so they can hold it and they can form the alphabets or the numbers. All right. So this is what a fine motor skill is. So the fine motor skills, at the end I will sum it up and say like they are writing skills, copying, using a paintbrush and paint accurately, and then using a cutting scissors. So these are all the skills which comes under fine motor skills. If you haven't watched my video where I show how to help the children to develop their cutting skills, then I'm going to link it over here so you can watch that video and help your child. So I hope this was very helpful, and I hope you will do all these activities so you can help your child to develop their fine motor skills. And also remember to help them develop gross motor skills as well. So if the foundation is strong, then the building will automatically be strong and strengthened. And don't worry if your child is not at that stage yet. It's okay. Some children develop very quickly in an early stage, and some children take a little bit longer to develop. It doesn't matter. There's no concrete like, okay, the child has to develop at this age and do this certain activities. This is only for the teachers to know that what level they are in and what help they will need to develop their skills. Say for example, if a child is not developed fully in fine motor skills, then we try to see whether the gross motor skills are developed. So if it is not, then we try to develop the gross motor skills first, and then automatically the fine motor skills will develop. So this is only for teachers. So as a parent, you can help and guide your child to develop in fine motor skills as well as gross motor skills. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope it was helpful. Please watch it and also share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.